I've got 5 grandbabies. Now, one of those grandbabies is, let's say that grandbaby is 14 months old and they're learning to walk. Okay? And so they're just in a diaper. You've seen it, you know, they're just in a diaper and they're going across the kitchen floor to mama, and they're kind of weaving a little bit, and their little fat feet and their little fat thighs are just kind of thunk, thunk, thunk. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, and they got the bubble butt out here, the bubble tummy out here, and they got the big old diaper in the back, so they're not balanced, all right? And so they lose their balance, and they're like, oh, bam, and they fall down and land flat on their butt. And they look shocked, and they look surprised, and then their face screws up, and they start crying bloody murder. That's the worst thing that has ever happened to them in their life. It's like a disaster of apocalyptic proportions, because it's all they've ever known. And you've just gone through a breakup, and it's the worst thing you've ever been through. And it's a disaster of apocalyptic proportions, because you haven't had the time and the experience yet to develop worse, and to turn around and look at that in relation to the realities of a long life well lived. And one day you're going to try and look back, and you're going to say, that really wasn't such a disaster. And in fact, that was probably the best thing ever happened to me. Some of you lost your job, and you thought that job was it, and it was a good paying job, and you went 4 years of college in order to get the degree to get that job, and now all of a sudden you lost that job. It's the worst thing you've ever been through. And so all of a sudden you're sitting there and you're thinking, man, I thought my life was together, now it's in shambles at my feet. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. It's all right. It's all right. You're not supposed to have it together. All right? Those who go to college, get out of college, get a job, and stay in that job until they retire, then retire and buy property down in Florida, that's an anomaly. That's not normal. It happens, but it's an anomaly. And most of those people, you know, they might be really good people, but they ain't got cool stories to tell. And you don't get wisdom. You don't get wisdom past a certain point by living that life. Okay? So
while I was there, I met this girl. She got a job in the NCO club where I was washing dishes. She was busting tables. And we flirted all the time, and we talked and laughed and cut up. And we really had a lot of chemistry. But I was just a shy, fat, sit-faced, you know, and I never did anything about it. And one night, I was at the movie theater, and I saw her in the distance, the other part of the parking lot, walking in to go see the same movie, and she was by herself. And I saw where she was sitting, because it was just like the big neon sign, "Come sit with me," so you know, and I didn't do it. I sat there, just too shy and too insecure. I was rooted in this chair, the seat of the theater. And then I watched the movie, went home, didn't think any more about it. Well, the next night I saw her at the NCO club. I asked her if she enjoyed the movie. She said it sucked. After she calmed down, she said, you know, guys are supposed to make the first move. And that was the end of that. So anyway, I'm 63 years old, and I still think about her, and I still think about that night.
I am totally fed up with this whole feminazi movement that is destroying the young men in this country. And nobody can destroy you if you won't let them. All right? Don't let them. You're a man. You are a man. Stand up and be a man. Make the hard decisions. Make the sacrifices. Make the unpopular decisions. and become comfortable in your own skin.
You don't have to have a doctorate or a PhD or a master's degree. What you have to have is determination. You have to have an inner will to get things done. You have to have a desire, and I know the desire is there. Because as I said before, without your brains, without your ambition, without your drive, this world will be nothing. Nothing, because old people like me die off. But you can't stop. You can't quit. You can't say, I'm a failure. You're not a failure. You're not. You're a wonderful, strong, intelligent youngster. Take advantage of that. Trust in God. Trust in yourself. And step forward. Put one foot in front of another. As a young person, regardless of what's happening in the world today, you have opportunity. Young people, without you, this world is nothing. Nothing. You are the backbone of this world. You are the future leaders of this world. You are the ones that see the greed of the people that are running it now. You're the ones that see the waste of the people that are running it now. We need you. We need your minds. We need your hearts. We need your lives. We need your loves. We need you to care. Never stop learning. Always reach out to better yourself, because when you do that, things expand. You understand more. You're happier. You're healthier. This old saying that if you don't use it, you lose it, is absolutely true. If you don't use that brain that God put in your head, one of these days you'll be sitting on a front porch somewhere and you won't hardly know what's going on. So don't give up. If times are hard, good things nor bad things last forever. But most generally, we are in control of our own destiny. And when I say that, I mean this. If you're not getting ahead, you need to do something to allow yourself to get ahead.